you joined me yesterday. Remember, I said I would try to get live. Well, I said it would depend the time with the dogs. Right now, they decide they were going crazy. We just came back from a walk this morning. It was raining and then the sun came out. They will calm down. Don't worry. We went for a big walk, so they should calm down. So you guys can see them below there, right? So they should calm down a little bit. If not, well, maybe it's going to go crazy. Hey, Granite, biscuit. Enough. I'm telling you, they're a little busy beaver. So I had said yesterday, if you missed it, you can just scroll down when we're done. Doesn't matter. Facebook, welcome. YouTube, welcome. Last night was the same. We done the honeycomb ornament yesterday, and I was saying that we can do the same thing with the lovely new framelits. And I get a few messages after and say, I cannot picture that with that because they were thinking, glue the top, not gluing the bottom and rotate. Well, no. So I started, and I'm going to share with you at the end how to do this. It's very simple, easy to do. Love the puppies. Well, I am glad you love the puppies because I don't have the heart to log them every time I want to work. So it's always at when I come to work, they come to work, put it that way. So it's bring your kids to work all the time at my place. So if you don't like the puppies, I am sorry. They're my babies. They're coming to work with me. So I see we got a few on YouTube and a few here. So this is going to be recorded. So if you arrive late, you can tell people if they ask what is this and that, tell them it's recorded. They can watch after. If you see that comment and I don't see it, at the top, I didn't put it. I had it all planned. I'm going to go put at the top or in the description soon we're done the product I'm using. This is what we're doing today. Are you ready? It is wonderful. Boom. If you love country, you're going to love the card. This was inspired by Carol Corey. Give me this card. Send me this card for my birthday. I absolutely fell in love with that card. So like always, I like to take an everyday card and put it for Christmas or sympathy or whatever. And vice versa. I like to take a holiday stamp set, Christmas stamp set, and use it for everyday occasion. It's just that I think it make the stamp set more valuable, and also it make it exactly more valuable, more versatile. So let's get started. I am so glad you guys say thanks for the birthday wish that you like the puppies because they're wild right now. You can see they're just being crazy, and you can see the sun coming in. So okay, let's get started. Let's flop this down. So we're going to be using first I have to go this way and this way. Here we go. We're going to be playing with whatever it's called, that thing there. It's called let me think, blends. So I think it's on autofocus there. I don't like autofocus, but now it's too late to switch it, I think. What happened? Let me see if I can figure this one out. I really don't like autofocus. So let's hope I won't lose you. Okay, 1 second. Let's hope I'm not losing you here. Okay, I think I got it. Yes. Woohoo! A plus for me. That is great because okay, perfect. Oh my goodness, I did something that I'm very pleased with myself. Okay, perfect. Now we got it. It's not because when it's autofocus, it's enough to you think that even if you don't drink, you think that you drink. So now, great. Okay, we are using our Memento ink for the stamping. The reason why we're using the Memento ink, it is because we are going to use the blends. And with blends, we want to use Memento ink. So the boots are from Country Living. We're using the boots in Country Living. And we are using the flowers right here, this one from Country Owned. So let's start with the boots. And we're going to smack that right here about the bottom. See, the dogs are coming down. Well, I shouldn't say that too fast. I was looking what he was adding his mouth. Okay, and then we're going to do the flowers. And these flowers in this, it's like the cactus and the succulent, and you can see through the, it's a photopolymer, and I go right at top of the boots there, overlap it a little bit. I should have my phone, but I don't have it. Perfect. Okay, now let's get the party starting. We're going to start coloring. In the description, like I said, I'm going to edit the supplies that I'm using. I didn't put the blends because sometimes I switch as I change my mind. So I'm going to start with, this is Smoky Slate, the light one. And I'm going to use the brush and just do a little bit of shadow here. And the shadow, it's a little bit darker than I want, okay? So what we're going to do, if it's a little bit darker than what you want, I'm going to take the, this called the blend, right? The color lifter, I'm sorry, the color lifter. And I just going to push it down, push. First, you're going to say, don't do nothing. Well, wait, you're going to see it's going to really change the color. And by the way, this is not Whisper White. This is the heavy, very vanilla. Now I'm going to use the dark Smoky Slate. And I'm just going to do the sole there. And I am not... I'm not the greatest at the blends. I love this product. It's just, I think sometimes, oh, I see some there like pro at it, but you don't have to be a pro to use it. Remember that. Now I'm going to use the lifter again, and I'm just going to go in the middle of the sole a bit and light that up a little bit. So I wanted the darker in the back and the side a little bit lighter there. We're going to see, maybe I'm going to need a bit darker. Now also with the Smoky Slate, I'm going to do, oops, I like the fat tip. I'm going to do the buckle right here. And then for a kind of a gold looking, I went with the soft soft suede, and that I'm just going to do the buckle. Here we go. Now let's the fun start for the boots. So I'm starting with Cherry Cobbler, the dark one, and you want to work by section. See, it already light up a lot the shadow, right? Now I like the shadow. One little thing though, I think can have a little bit more at the tip here. So I'm going to blend that the other way this time. Oops. I want it more like finish. Let me try something. Here we go. Okay, let's leave that this way. Now, with the dark, so the job it's done for you. So where you want to put dark, it's where the artist already did the lines. So that's where you want to put the dark. I'm trying to look at the comment, and like I said, we are both live on Facebook and on YouTube. So it's hard to see, but I go through them through all the comments. So you want to work by little section. I'm going to do just a little bit here to define this here. Okay, now we're going to use the light cherry cobbler. Oh, and I'm going to blend that. So push that. You want to be careful on the side. You don't want to push too much because that's going to go on the side. Okay, you're going to say, that's very red compared to yours. Don't worry, we're going to fix that. Want a little bit more dark here. Okay, we're going to leave it just like that for now. Now we're going to do the, like I said, you want to work bits and pieces. You don't want to work too much because then it don't blend good. Okay, now I'm going to take the lighter one. So that you can spend a lot of time, little time. I'm just pushing out or in. That's what I'm doing, blending up or down. So let me show you closer. Can you see the different tone in that? Now I'm going to go back on the other side. So you see the dark, I'm just using where the, and this here should be all dark, a little bit inside. Where the artist already did the marks, that's where I'm going with the dark. Oh, I see one part of the buckle there that's the buckle here. Here we go. Okay, now, like I said, we want to add a bit of color, a bit of discoloration, show the boots that been used. Okay, I need a little bit more dark at places. So let me use my fine tip here. Just a bit there. Okay, now what I done to really get that country looking and use boot, I use my brush, and we're going to brush a little bit. That's what make it look like the letter that been used. See, now I bet you can see a lot better. Now, let's start with the tiny little leaf there. So this is the light Pierre Pizzazz, and this I just did those little leaf here all in light Pierre Pizzazz. So I'm gonna do all this. And that really, I didn't blend nothing. I just really just add a bit of splash of colors. When I saw this card, when it came in the mail, I was so excited. I'm like, oh, that is so me. Okay, so now we're done all those little leaves. I don't think I miss anything. Now for the succulent there, I am using the light rich raspberry. And I did just the tip. You know, it's kind of a purplish. If you look at them in the store, if you get some you didn't kill, that's a flower though that I can say I can keep longer than anything else because they're very strong. Okay, I'm going to use now Pure Possess, the light one, and I'm going right on top of the rich raspberry, and I just blend this. And I can add a little bit more rich raspberry here. Because those tips are kind of a purplish. Well, some of them are all green, some of them are. So now I'm just going to blend that a little bit more. And voila. Is that cool? I think so. Now, for the leaves, I did all kind of stuff. I was playing with them. So the leaf, I am using Daffodil Delight in the dark. So I'm going to just add some line here and there. And like I said, it's better if we just work a few and then come back. Then I'm using Cajun Craze. And I'm going to add a little bit of Cajun Craze too. So some of the leaves are kind of my flowers, my plants, half dead. Or no, sometimes they got that discoloration. Now I'm going to use some of the dark old olive. You're going to say you got a hodgepodge of colors there, but watch this here. See all those hodgepodge color? Look funny, huh? Now I'm going to blend this. I went out a bit there. That's how I got my leaves, all those different tone of colors. This I push it down. This I push it up. Push it down, push it up. The yellow add a lot to your leaf. Absolutely add a lot to your leaf. See this? It looked weird and then boom. So now we're gonna do this one in the center. I just gonna add a bit of yellow to it. I want to add, they're not all, here we go. Now we're gonna here we go. Then we're gonna and we're almost done. It looked like it was a lot, but look, we're almost done. And I'm gonna go get a little bit of Cajun Craze right here. And then I'm gonna bring this, mix this again, push it down. And voila, the leaves are done. Now I'm going to take my, the red, that would be the cherry cobbler. And I'm just using the little tip there for the little berries. And voila. Oh, I got a little piece here. Here we go. Now let's do the cattails. The cattails I'm going to be using, let's use the dark soft suede, and I just going to tap where's the little dots. Then I'm going to use the light soft suede, and I'm just going to color this. Okay, I want to take my lifter now, and we're going to lift a little bit in the center here. Okay, voila. That lifting, I don't know how much you can see, but it make a difference. Now, what I done, I took my Wink of Stella, and I added Wink of Stella on the berries and on the succulent here. And I bet that don't show much on the camera, but trust me, that little touch, it's like, wow. So that is done. Now I'm going to go ahead. We're going to stamp our Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas, it's the stamp set times tiding. I use that all the time. It seems it's my to-go stamp this season. Now I'm looking, oh, here it is. And I got white embossing powder. I'm stamping that with Versamark right at the bottom. And then we're going to put white embossing powder. Say I told you the kids would fall asleep because we went for a big walk before. It just gets started very crazy. And so I don't know how many people walk away because they couldn't handle the dogs, those poor babies. Not the people that walk away. The babies are the dogs. Here we go. And the paper measure 4¼ by 5½. The wood grain, the wood texture paper. Here, voila. Now we're ready to assemble. So this is a heavy not whisper, but heavy berry vanilla that measure 4¼ by 11. I score it at 5½. You want to score when you use the heavy cardstock. And the reason why I say you want to score, it's because if not, it's going to crackle. Now I'm using the ribbon here, the linen ribbon. We're going to put that, whoops. And usually when it's the full sheet like that, I say use Tombow because if it's not just right, you can move it. I'm just trying to speed up because I want to do the snowflake too. I didn't measure my ribbon and I should, so I wouldn't waste, but that's okay. I know where I can get more. Here we go. Because I didn't need that big. Now we're going to put that right here. So that's the same size, okay? Completely the same size. So be careful. Okay. Woohoo! Cricket a bit. That's okay. That's why if you use Tombow, then you could move it. But I'm going to make it work. I will make it work. Just off a little bit. There we go. I'm going to shift that a little bit there. Yeah, so if you use Tombow, then, you know, when it's just the right size, you can shift that around. That's why it's much better. I was just My Uri slow me down, right? Then we're going to put that right here. This is a 3 by 4, and this is a 278 by 378. Yeah, just went a little bit. The other one, I put mount that with dimensional. This time I'm going to put it straight down, I think. Going to put that right here. And now we're going to take our linen thread. Whew, do I have enough? Maybe, maybe not. We're going to do 2 loops on 2 fingers. Oops. 1, 2. Here we go. One tail stay one place and the other tail at the other end. See? One tail here, one tail there. Gonna cut this here. Gonna take another piece. Usually I put that on my legs to tie this up. We'll see if I can do that here. I think I can. Oh yeah. See? Tie that, double knot this. Then spread this. Can still move it till you glue it. You can move it. Bring the tail down. Bring the tail down. Now, with this, don't worry if it's not just right. You can spread this here. 1 second. This one, it's way too short. Here we go. Okay, this one. Okay, it's this. Here we go. So now I'm more proportion here. See? So you just pull on each of them. See? Voila. Now let's find a glue dot if it's possible to find a glue dot in this place. I was like, oh, I need to go live now because I need to clean this mess. And I'm going to show you the card that we're going to make tomorrow. Well, we're going to do finish the snowflake too first. So now I'm going to take this. Okay, need more linen thread in this place. Put that right here. Oops, this way. Okay, spread this now that it's glue. See how this triple bow was easy? Then you can fussy with them, but I think that looked pretty good. Then cut your tail the way you want it. Boom. How cute is that? Then for the inside, I thought to use, where did I put it? It's the thing with my greeting, but, oh, here. No, it's not there. I want the timeless, 1 second. I don't know where I put the stamp set. And that's how bad. Oh, it's under this. Here we go. 1 second. I put the embossing. I thought I got Merry Christmas and then me right here. We're going to take this and the Christmas tree. That's the timeless tiding. That's the Merry Christmas we used to. And we're going to take this. And I'm going to use Old Olive because we get quite a bit of Old Olive in Pierre Pizzazz. And this one here, we're going to do that in soft suede. In soft suede, it's in the back of the, oh, I can do it. Okay, so I'm going to do soft suede for the greeting. So let's open this up. Perfect. Now I'm going to use, no, not Old Olive. I'm going to go a little bit lighter. So we're going to use Pierre Pizzazz. Voila. How cool is that? I think that's very country Christmas. What do you guys think? I like it. I like it. I like it. See? Very, very pretty. This one. Here we go. I think they're very cool. Okay, so that was my little share for today. I'm going to share with you now how to do the snowflake. I put it on the silicone mat there so I didn't have a mess. Thanks for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Um, tomorrow, Penny had sent me a card she saw on Pinterest, and it was no instruction. And the card did look similar to this. It was no name attached with what Penny sent me. So whoever designed something like that, you inspire Penny, and Penny send it to me, and I will shoot this tomorrow. So this is using the winter wood and a few different embellishment. So this is the card we're going to do tomorrow. If you join me tomorrow, I'm going to try to be here around lunchtime. Not sure on the time. It's a surprise popping for 3 days. And if you cannot join me when I'm live, it's going to be recorded. So that's the card for tomorrow. Now, I had prepared, I don't know why I prepared that because it didn't make no sense, a piece of fishing line. Well, maybe I'm going to find it, but I got a feeling that my fishing line, it's gone fishing. You know what? I got more fishing line. So I think that it's something you should have in your craft room at all time. I use it for quite a bit. I just fold it in two. Any type of fishing line, cheap line, whatever, it worked perfect. So we're going to use this one here for, so we get something to hook our ornament, but I didn't want nothing. I didn't want a bulky ribbon or anything. So I'm using that. Now I'm using, for this stick, for this one, I really recommend the adhesive sheet. Absolutely recommend this. Going to make this a very pretty card. Awesome. I'm glad you like it. So you're going to lift this where it say peel here. You're going to peel that, put your piece of paper. I use 4x4 here, if you wonder. And then you're going to close this again. You put where it say the scissors that lift. You put your paper down. Put your framelits facing down. The side that cut facing down. Put back your paper, roll it in the machine. I'm just keeping my thing here. I don't cut bits by piece. I find it a lot easier to go like this. Now, one thing though I should mention. No, it's there. It's just a paper. One thing that I should mention though, it's before that I placed my paper there, my paper was 4x4. And I don't know if you can see, I score it before I place it there. So then I knew exactly where to put one of the tip and the other tip. And that's helped a lot. Before you remove the sticky, fold all this. You're going to need to do that 5 times, 5 of them, okay? Yes, 5. And so and this here, I'm just going to take my brush and brush this out. It's barely none. Now, you're going to open this up after you reinforce your score. You're going to take your dauber. I'm using Coastal Cabana. It's a lot easier if you sponge before. Ask me how I know. Yep, I was almost done and I'm like, oh, really? I should have sponged first, right? But I still managed to. And by the way, this is shimmer paper. And it doesn't matter if it's equally you're sponging because snowflake are not equally usually. So just go with the flow. Okay, so I'm going to leave it this way. It looked fun. Oh, missing a tip here. Oh my goodness. Can I? Oh, I'm wearing ink today. Thanks for sharing. I so appreciate you all that share. Okay, Now what we're going to do, this part, I don't like this part, but we have to do it too. Whatever. I mean, what I mean, I don't like to do this part. Last night, the words I was using cannot be said live, put it that way. Okay, so you see, it pretty much peel up everything, but when you go in the back where you get still some, see, it's come all right off. So I had bits and pieces like that. And see, after it's on your finger, that's when my language was not appropriate in my room last night. Let's just say it that way. Right now, I hope I can control my language. Oh, it's just a few in this one. Huh, this one was less. So, because sometimes it's more. So, but here we go. We got it. You can take your brush too. It's just that those sticky, usually some stay more, whatever. Okay, let me remove that from this. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Okay, so now what you're going to do is start. It doesn't, oh, don't tell me you're close together. Okay, so now you're going to start the same way with all of them. Let's say this was one here. You're just going to start halfway of them. So you're going to take two of the snowflake. And you're going to ask me, do we have to put the adhesive on all of them or skip every other one? I recommend you put the adhesive on all of them. Then you can switch it, see, pull them so it's equally. Now, this is the last one here. So as you go, you can move them. See, now it's the last one, okay? So now I'm going to put all these 5 together, put it this way. Never mind the tip there a little bit. Just make sure they squeeze together good. Gonna fold this thing. Really reinforce this in the center that it's really together. I mean, squeeze tight. This, and this is the fishing line, by the way. Gonna put that right there. That it come right in the center here. Now we're gonna put those two together. You're going to have to jiggle and wiggle, jiggle and wiggle, jiggle and wiggle a little bit. The last one, it's always more tricky. That's the hardest one, but just wiggle and jiggle. Never mind the fishing line at the bottom. We're going to trim that at the end. Let me pull this. It's a little bit not high enough here. We're going to figure that one out. So you want to start in the center, and that make it a lot easier. So if I come right here and I start right my center, see those two tabs? Put the center together. That's helped a lot. And I did that for all of them. It's just when as you go, it's thicker, so you cannot pull as easy, but you sure can pull. Here we go. We got it. Okay, after you're done this part, oops, come back here, you. See, it's all equally. Now we're going to come here. This is the part that it's tricky. Now we're going to just snip this here. That's not the one that was folded. It's just the tail of it. Now this, you're going to do the best that you can for the tip. It's no right and wrong. It's just that it's a lot of tip for this little bitty piece. So I just spread those little legs here. See, squeeze now, squeeze. Okay, this one I have to say that this is one of the best one I did. I did many of them in the past. It was a different framelit, but still, this one, it's the best one. See how pointy it is? Very lovely pointy. I mean, I even get all the center there. So I'm gonna say this framelit, it's pretty slick. Now the top, we're gonna do the same thing. Kids, if I can do the top the same than I did the bottom, that would be wow. So just pull this. You want to make sure to pull in. There we go. Okay, those two gonna get spread, and then this one. Oh my, okay, I have to say this framelit, my friend. Oops, stand there, you. It is one of the easiest one to do this. Oh, I pulled too hard. Okay, I'm gonna do something else. I pulled too hard on that. Don't panic. I get a solution for that. And you know what? I think it's even better what I'm gonna do next. I'm thinking I didn't have glue at the tip. So I have to spread this. Here we go. Put this one right here. Okay. Now, what I said, don't panic. We're going to have a better way. Watch this here, what I'm going to do. There. Okay. Let's take our fishing line. Let me use another piece. Fold it in two. Pass it in your opening here. Open this, put this together. Now take this, do a knot. And fishing line, it's so forgiving because you don't see it, right? Voila, my friend. Ta-da! You got your 5 whatever snowflakes. See how pretty it is? So you could put some shimmer paint on it if you want. You could make sure you squeeze the center good. This I would come right here in the center and squeeze all that so it stay glued very lovely together. You can always take your wing of Stella too and do all your tips to add more shimmer. This is shimmer paper. Could you do that with the silver, like the glitter paper? You can't. It's just you're going to have to work a little bit harder at it because it's all that glitter and that. It's more heavy to that paper, but here it is. Well, 1 second. I'm going to share with you even easier. Sorry to see. Okay. Here we go. See how pretty it is? So now you got 2 different ornaments that we did this weekend. So you can start doing those ornaments. And like I said, the ornament, you just have to add a little tag to and from, and that make it very, very nice on a Christmas gift or in a Christmas a bag. Tie that by your bag, and then they can take it and put it in the Christmas tree. I know some people, their Christmas tree, it's all like a theme and like all blue snowflake, all blue balls, or all purple or whatever. My Christmas tree, I'm going to make sure to take a picture or share maybe live when I do it. Mine, it's a memory Christmas tree. And what I mean by that, it's all Mod and Podge in my Christmas tree. It's all ornament that I got. It was sad about 3 years ago. Nika took all her Christmas ornament that she got from her godparents, grandma, and all that, and she took it to be at her place. And I was like, oh, because every time we do the Christmas tree, oh yeah, do you remember this year? Blah blah blah. It was this, or if we did travel when it's Christmas, we would have that there. So for me, I absolutely love to do the Christmas tree with the kids because it's full of memories. So if I do have paper, some of it, oops, um, I still have them. The bugs didn't go in it. The kids did some in like pre-elementary or whatever it was. It was with the red hot candy with green cereal, and I still have that. I still have the reindeer was done with popsicle stick. I got the kids' handprint on a tin of like a, oh, it was a can, you know, when you open the can. So for me, my Christmas tree worth $1 million. No, it's not a showcase tree, but man, it's full of memories. So I get many of those things. After a while, some of them get very smushed. Well, then we get rid of them. But yeah, it's full of memories. And so this would be awesome. So I hope you're going to join me tomorrow around lunchtime. I'm not promising it. The time depends on my day goes, like today. And if you cannot join live, then you can watch it later. And don't, I'm looking right now, I don't know where it went. Don't forget, till November 11, you can qualify to get the ring and the pouch with the stylus pen. All the information is on my blog at frenchiestamps.com for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Now I'm going to go clean that mess and I can have a little bit more room here. So have a lovely day, my friend, and bye-bye for now.